Liam was walking through the edge of the forest near his small outpost on planet Darrow 6. The planet was quiet, cold, and full of ruins from an old war between alien empires. He lived alone, away from the busy colonies. Liam liked peace. He repaired machines and traded parts. But that day, something strange happened. As he crossed a broken path near an old crashed ship, he heard a sound, a soft cry. He stopped. His hand moved to the side of his belt where his small tool blaster was. Slowly, he walked toward the sound. Behind a fallen metal panel, he saw her. A small alien girl, no older than 6 or 7. Her skin was pale blue, her eyes large and shining. She had short white hair and small elf-like ears. Her clothes were torn and she looked cold and scared. She was holding a metal cube like it was a toy. She backed away as Liam approached. "It's okay," Liam said softly. "I won't hurt you." The girl didn't speak. She just stared, eyes wide, breathing fast. Liam put his blaster down on the ground and raised both hands. "See? No danger," he said. "Are you alone?" Still no answer. He took out a wrapped food bar from his jacket and placed it on a nearby rock. Then he stepped back. After a long pause, the girl moved forward, took the food, and started eating quickly. Her hands were shaking. Liam looked around. No other signs of life. The shipwreck behind her was cold and dead. No energy, no signals. Whoever had brought her here was long gone. He kneeled down. "What's your name?" She said something in a soft voice, but it was hard to understand. "Leary," he guessed. The girl looked up and gave a tiny nod. Then, after a moment, she spoke again in broken common. "Leary. Mama. Gone." Liam felt a tightness in his chest. This girl was lost. Maybe even abandoned. He made a decision. "All right, Leary, you're coming with me." She looked confused, but didn't resist. Liam gently picked her up, careful not to scare her, and carried her back to his outpost. His home was simple. A metal cabin with warm lights, food, and safety. He gave her warm clothes, a blanket, and more food. She sat quietly in the corner, watching him with cautious eyes. Over the next few hours, Liam tried asking her questions, but she barely spoke. Still, she didn't try to run or hide. When night came, she curled up on the extra bed in the corner. Liam watched her, wondering who she really was and why she was left alone. As he was about to turn off the lights, he heard her voice, quiet, but clear. "My mama, strong. She'd find me. You..." "Not safe." Liam turned. "What do you mean?" She pulled the blanket over her head and whispered, "Mama will come, and she not happy." Liam blinked. He wasn't sure if that was a warning or just a sad dream. He turned off the lights and lay down, thinking about what he had just done. He had taken in a lost alien child, and now he had no idea what was coming next. Liam woke up early the next morning. Leary was already awake, sitting quietly by the window, staring at the sky. She didn't say much, but her eyes were focused, almost like she was waiting for something. Liam made her breakfast, some soft bread, fruit, and warm tea. She ate slowly, still quiet. He tried to keep things calm. "You don't have to worry," he said gently. "You're safe here." Leary looked at him and gave a small nod. "Mama, coming." Liam smiled, thinking she was just missing her mother. "Maybe, but until then I'll take care of you." But later that day, the sky changed. It started with a low humming sound. The ground shook slightly, and Liam's tools began to rattle on the shelves. He stepped outside, shielding his eyes from the rising wind. A ship was landing. It was dark silver, shaped like a blade, and much more advanced than any civilian ship Liam had seen. It didn't carry trade symbols or peaceful signs. This was a warrior's ship. Leary ran to the door and froze. The ramp of the ship opened with a hiss, and then she stepped out. Tall, strong, and proud. The alien woman had the same pale blue skin and silver white hair as Leary. Her eyes were sharp and glowing with warning. She wore a dark cloak with silver armor underneath. Her face showed no fear, only focus. She walked straight toward Liam's cabin. Liam stepped in front of the door. "I assume you're her mother." The woman stopped a few feet away. "You, human, what have you done with my daughter?" Leary peeked from the doorway and ran out. "Mama!" The woman's serious face softened for a moment as she bent down and hugged Leary tightly. "My little flame, I found you." Liam took a step back. "She was alone. I didn't hurt her. I helped her." The woman stood, still holding Leary. Her voice became sharp again. "You took her in, fed her, protected her." "Yes," Liam answered. "I couldn't just leave her there." She studied him carefully, almost as if judging something deeper than just his words. Finally she said, "I am Soraya of the Varnari Guard. Our laws are clear. A human who adopts an orphaned child of Varnari must also accept the parent, if living." Liam blinked. "Wait. What?" "You adopted my daughter," Soraya said calmly. "Now you must take me too." Liam laughed nervously. "That can't be real. That's just—" "It is law," she interrupted. "If you reject it, my people will see it as betrayal. They do not trust humans." Leary looked up at both of them and smiled as if she liked the idea. Liam sighed. "Look, I didn't mean to cause any trouble. I was just trying to do the right thing." Soraya stepped closer. "And that is why I do not strike you down. But you must understand, what you have done is not small. You accepted her. That is a bond stronger than most Varnari marriages." Liam scratched his head. "So what happens now?" Soraya looked around his small home, then back at him. "Now, we live together, until I decide what kind of man you truly are." Leary cheered and hugged them both. Liam stood there, stunned. He had saved a child, but now he had a warrior mother living under his roof, and this was only the beginning. Liam didn't sleep well that night. His small home, once quiet and peaceful, now felt very different. Soraya, the alien warrior mother, had taken the spare room. Leary was curled up in her own little bed, sleeping happily, but Liam kept pacing in the kitchen. He kept asking himself, what just happened? He had saved a lost child, yes. But now he was tied to an alien woman because of a law from another world? It sounded like a bad joke. But the way Soraya looked at him, so serious, so sure, told him she wasn't joking at all. In the morning, Liam made breakfast. Leary helped set the table. Soraya entered the room wearing light armor and moved like a soldier ready for anything. "Good. Morning," Liam said, trying to stay calm. "Morning," she replied, sitting down without looking at him. They ate in silence for a while. Then Liam finally asked, "This bonding law, does it really mean we're supposed to act like a family now?" Soraya nodded. "Yes. You are Leary's guardian now. So, by Varnari tradition, you and I are bound until her adulthood, or until the family bond is broken in a council ceremony." Liam frowned. "But I never agreed to anything. I was just trying to help a scared little girl." "You made your choice when you took her in," Soraya replied. "In my culture, actions speak louder than words." Leary looked between them and giggled. "So now you are my mama and papa?" Liam almost choked on his drink. "Let's not rush things." Later that day, Soraya walked through the outpost with Leary, and people stared. Some whispered. Word was spreading fast. The lone human had not only adopted an alien child but now lived with her warrior mother too. A local trader named Joro walked up to Liam at the parts shop. "So, you've got yourself an alien wife now?" "She's not my wife," Liam said quickly. "Could have fooled me." Joro laughed. "You should be careful. The Varnari have strange customs, strong bonds, and if you break them, they don't forgive easily." That made Liam nervous. Back home, he sat down with Soraya that evening. "I need to understand something," he said. "Why does your culture do this? Why force a parent and stranger together just because of a child? Soraya looked out the window. Our race values unity. If someone saves our blood, they become part of us. We don't believe in leaving a key. Child split between two worlds. You saved Leary, so now I must stand by your side, whether I like it or not. Liam raised an eyebrow. Do you like it? Soraya gave a small smile. I do not know yet. That night, as Liam sat on his porch watching the stars, Leary came and sat beside him. Are you sad? She asked. A little confused, that's all. Do you like Mama? Liam chuckled. She's interesting. Leary leaned against him. I like when you both talk. It feels warm. Liam looked at the stars and sighed. I never thought I'd have a family. Again, Leary smiled and whispered, You do now. As Liam stared up at the sky, he couldn't shake the feeling that his quiet life was over. He wasn't just a man living alone anymore. Now, he had a curious alien child and a warrior mother watching his every move. And their story was only just beginning. The days passed quietly, but Liam could feel the change in the air. Soraya kept checking the skies every morning and night. She walked around the outpost's edge, eyes scanning the horizon. Her hands often stayed near her waist, ready to draw, the blade she carried hidden under her cloak. Liam finally asked, Are you expecting someone? Soraya nodded. My people will come. They do not trust humans. When they find out I am staying with one, they will come for me. Liam didn't like the sound of that. Do they know you're alive? They know I went missing during battle. They assume I am dead and are hiding. If they see me here with you, they may think I've turned against them. That evening, Liam went to the local comm tower to check for any signals. He spoke with the tower operator, an older man named Byrne. We've picked up something strange, Byrne said. A fast ship approaching Daro 6, not a trader. Too fast for cargo. Could be Varnari military. Liam's heart sank. He ran back home. Soraya was already standing on the roof, looking up at the sky. Leary was inside drawing pictures on a datapad. They're here, she said softly. A sleek black ship broke through the clouds, circling slowly above the forest. It had no lights, no sounds, just a cold presence. Then it stopped and hovered silently above Liam's land. Soraya jumped down. They won't speak first. They'll expect me to explain myself. Liam stepped in front of her. You're not going out there alone. Soraya looked at him surprised. Why would you risk your life for this? Because you and Leary are my family now, he replied simply. And I don't leave family behind. She stared at him for a moment, then gave a slight nod. Together, they stood at the edge of the field. A figure came down from the ship, tall, armored, and holding a glowing staff. Two others followed. They spoke in their native tongue first, then switched to Galactic Common. You have broken Varnari law. You live with a human, a former enemy. Soraya stepped forward. This human saved my child. He protected her when no one else did. The leader spoke coldly. That does not matter. Return now, or be marked as a traitor. Leary ran out and hugged both Liam and Soraya. Don't take my mama. The Varnari leader's eyes narrowed. She is still young. She can be retrained. As for the human, remove him. That was the final straw for Liam. He shouted, This is my home. You won't take them without a fight. Before the aliens could move, Soraya pulled her hidden weapon and stood beside him. Then we fight together. Liam activated his shield panel and grabbed the old defense blaster from his shed. The first warning shot lit the night sky. The battle had begun. The night air was tense and cold as Liam and Soraya prepared for the fight. Their small outpost was no match for the advanced Varnari patrol, but they had something more powerful, heart and courage. Liam quickly set up a few homemade traps around the cabin. Simple devices made from wires, sensors, and a few scrap explosives. They weren't much, but they could slow down an enemy. Soraya checked her weapons carefully. Her long blade gleamed under the moonlight. She also had several small energy grenades strapped to her belt. Leary watched from behind the window, her eyes wide but trusting. Stay inside, Soraya told her gently. We will keep you safe. Liam nodded. We'll get through this together. Soon the patrol soldiers moved quietly through the forest. Their armor made soft noises, but Liam's traps caught the first group. A sudden explosion startled them, and one soldier fell. Scifi struck quickly, her blade moving like lightning. She fought with precision and strength, protecting Liam whenever he needed. Liam fired his blaster from behind cover, surprising the patrol with his sharp aim. He was no soldier, but his determination made him dangerous. The fight was fierce but short. The patrol wasn't ready for a human and an alien woman working as one. They underestimated Liam's clever traps and Scifi's battle skill. The soldiers retreated, disappearing into the dark woods. The night was silent again except for the heavy breathing of the defenders. Liam wiped sweat from his brow. That was close. Scifi looked at him with respect. You fight well, human. Liam smiled. Only because I have something to protect. The next morning, a message arrived through the comm tower. It was from the Varnari capital. Return the fugitive and the human to us, it said. Or face exile and dishonor. Scifi read the message carefully and then looked at Liam. They want me back, but only if I leave you and Leary behind. Liam's heart sank. What will you do? Scifi hesitated. I do not know, but I will not leave my daughter. Leary ran into the room and hugged them both. Don't go, Mama. Liam pulled them close. We will find a way. Together. For the first time, Scifi felt something new, a feeling of peace and hope. She was not alone. She had found a family, and now they would face the future, whatever it brought. Days passed slowly, but the weight of the decision hung over them all. Scifi sat by the small window looking out at the stars. The message from the Varnari Council was clear. She could return home only if she left Liam and Leary behind. Liam watched her quietly. He understood this was not easy. One evening he sat beside her. You don't have to make this choice now, he said softly. Take your time, Scifi sighed. I grew up with duty and honor. I never expected to have a choice like this. Leary came running into the room, holding a small flower she had picked outside. Mama, don't go, stay with us. Scifi smiled, sadly, and took the flower. You have changed me, little one. I no longer want a life of cold duty. Liam reached out and held her hand. We are a family now. You don't have to face this alone. The next day, Scifi sent a message to the Varnari Council. Her words were simple but strong. I choose my daughter and the human who saved her. I choose life, not duty. The council's reply was swift and harsh. You are a traitor. You must return or face exile. Scifi read the message and looked at Liam. They want me to leave, but I will not. Liam smiled. Then we will face this together. The outpost became their home, filled with laughter and hope. Neighbors who once whispered now brought food and offered help. Slowly, the walls of fear began to crumble. One night, Scifi stood under the stars and said softly, I came here a warrior, but I stay as a mother and partner. Liam pulled her close. You don't have to be alone anymore. Leary smiled between them. We are family. Together they face the future with courage and love. The sun rose gently over the quiet outpost. Liam, Scifi, and Leary stood outside their small home. The air was fresh, and the soft sounds of the forest filled the morning. They looked like an unusual family, human, alien mother, and her child. But to them it felt right. Scifi smiled and said, The council may call me a traitor, but I am free to choose my family. Liam reached for her hand. You chose us, and that is all that matters. Leary ran ahead, laughing and chasing a small butterfly. Her joy was simple and pure. Some in the nearby settlements whispered about Scifi's choice. Many thought she was brave, and others thought humans were stronger than they seemed. Slowly, attitudes began to change. One day, A messenger arrived from the Varnari Council. He was not there to fight, but to speak. "You have shown great courage," the messenger said to Sireya. "Many question your choice, but some respect it." Sireya nodded. "I stand by my decision." The messenger looked at Liam. "Humans are different from what we expected. Perhaps there is more to learn?" Liam smiled. "There is always more to learn when we try." Years passed, and the small family grew stronger. Liam and Sireya taught Lyri about two worlds, her Varnari heritage and her human home. Together, they built a life full of love and hope. One quiet evening, as stars filled the sky, Sireya looked at Liam and said softly, "You took my daughter in when no one else would. Now I want you to take me, not by law but by choice." Liam held her close. "I already have." Lyri smiled between them, her eyes shining. "We are family, not by blood, but by heart." The stars above seemed to shine a little brighter that night. Because sometimes family is not about where you come from, but where you choose to be.